You love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hoping we'll meet again, alright.
And hello again, friends and neighbors. It is Friday, July 3rd, 2020, and allow me to be the very first to wish our nation a happy early birthday. You know, it has not been an easy last 244 years, but together we've not only survived, we have flourished. That's right. In the last 244 years, we have ended slavery. We have ended segregation. We gave all men, and then even all women, the right to vote and to have the same liberty, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. You know, even since I was a kid, we have ended the persecution against the LGBTQ community. And we've all kind of learned to embrace the things that make us unique and make us different. Or at least we did. You know, I know a lot of people, they look at the world today and they only see the bad. They do not see that together we ended slavery. All that they see is that, you know, we used to have slavery. And not only that, but they go as far as, you know, to make this, I don't even know what to call it, this delusion of reality. They've gone so far as to destroy everything that reminds us of our history. Statues coming down, history being erased. I mean, Aunt Jemima's not even good enough anymore. So, if you're one of the people who only see the bad, then what I'm about to say is not for you. What I'm about to say is for real Americans, because it's our birthday. So, happy birthday again, America. Okay, let's get down to it. All right, one thing that makes our country so great is that when our founders wrote this document called the Constitution, they put inside of there a system of checks and balances. And one of these checks and balances is they separated our government into three distinct branches. We have the judicial branch, the executive branch, and the legislative branch. And the reason that I'm giving you this little civics lesson, other than the fact that if you're younger than me, you probably didn't learn it in school, is for the fact that here in Norman, who we put into our judicial branch, it has never, ever been so important to our freedom and our liberty in this city. And one election that's coming up, August 25th, is going to be a runoff between Mr. Rick Atkins and Mr. Chris Amoson. I myself, I voted for Mr. Tim Dill. I'm proud to say that I did. The reason I voted for Mr. Dill is because I got to have a conversation or two with him and with the people that support him. And I felt that his morals, his values were in line with mine. And that's what I wanted to, you know, in his attitude. I mean, talk about gung-ho and want to clean things up and do things by, not the book, but by the Constitution. And that's what any government elected official, that's their sole responsibility. Well, Mr. Dill did not win. Again, congratulations, sir, to how far you made it and for, you know, running and for doing what you did. But now we're down to a runoff between, again, Chris Amoson and Rick Atkins. And with what our executive and legislative branch here in our city government is about to do, and you know it, I know it, it doesn't matter if you email them, it doesn't matter what you tell them. Tuesday night, they will be passing a mandatory mask mandate for the city. I bet on it. Whatever. What do you got? So when they do this, our ex-counselor, Mr. Scanlon, I don't know if that's taken effect just yet or not. So, but if he's not, our soon-to-be ex-city councilor, Mr. Scanlon, in a letter to the DA, he asked the DA how he's going to enforce this. Well, how do we enforce a law? It's not that hard. It'll be our police department that's enforcing this law. Well, and here's how they're going to do it. First, they're going to start off with the re-education. So if you don't do what they say, then we're going to re-educate you. I don't know if that's just going to be, I know our men and women of our police department, they're not going to hold me down with it, where I can't breathe. I have no fear of that. But if they tell me to do something and I do not do it, like wear a mask, what are their next options? Well, if they can't re-educate me, being a slow learner, they're going to fine me. If they fine me, I'm not going to pay it. So what's the city going to do if I don't pay it? Are they going to shut off water to my family? So they're going to deny my family, clean drinking water? Okay, cool. I can go to the store. No big deal. Try it. What else can they do to me? Well, they can arrest me. We don't have any holding facilities here in Norman. So if they arrest me, they will be forced to take me to the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office. Well, I call the Sheriff's Office to ask what they're going to do. If they're going to accept inmates who violate this very unconstitutional city ordinance that's about to happen. I got transferred 3 times, and then I was told to leave a message with the sheriff's executive assistant, who still hasn't called me back. Got my phone right here. I'm waiting for you to call. Just let me know what you're planning on doing. But since you decided to remain silent, I went and asked Mr. Amison and Mr. Atkins this question. And I want to read you their responses, because what these 2 men said makes me so proud to call this city my home. Just knowing that there's men like this. But Mr. Amison, he said, as sheriff, I believe it's my duty to protect the constitutional rights of our citizens. Under my watch, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office will never enforce a law, a city ordinance, or a public mandate that conflicts with or blatantly violates your constitutional rights and liberties. I'm 100% against any such mandatory mask nonsense, and personally do not wear one. Well, Mr. Atkins, he backed the sentiment, and Mr. Atkins stated that, I assure you as sheriff, I will not allow the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office to enforce any law, city ordinance, or participate in such enforcements that violate our citizens' constitutional rights. Bravo. To both of you gentlemen, bravo, bravo. Like I said, I couldn't have asked for a better answer. So what does this mean? Well, they've both gone on to say that one thing that has to be done is to talk to our mayor. We all know that they don't listen to us. They do not listen to us. They go to these, I'm not going to tell you what they do, I'm not going to waste my breath telling you this. There's more important things to talk about. So anyway, so hopefully they can talk some sense into our mayor and city council, but more than likely they're not. So we're going to have options. You have the option to decide what you do, okay? If you want to wear a mask, put a mask on. If you have vulnerable members in your family or around you, wear a mask. It is the smart thing to do. Me, I'm with my wife, I'm with my kids. I don't go, when I am at the store, it's 110 degrees outside, okay? I'm not standing within 6 foot of people for obvious reasons, okay? So, but it's your decision. And then it will be our police department's decision how to enforce this. And if they decide to enforce it, then it'll be the sheriff's office. And then after the sheriff's office, it'll be our judges. And then after, and that's and that's where it goes. I mean, this is going to be the progression, how this thing plays out. Now, why am I against masks? I have about a minute left. I'm not against masks. I'm not against the spread of disease. I mean, we started vaccines, and got rid of polio, we got rid of the mumps, we got rid of all these things because, we took the proper steps. What you're doing right now is not the proper steps. You said you wanted a herd immunity, or, to go to herd immunity. We wanted to slow this thing. Well, guess what? We shut down the economy. Our economy completely shut down. We slowed the spread. Other than New York, who killed every single person in their nursing home and every single person that went to the hospitals, other than New York, we're not New York, we're Oklahoma. So we've done exactly what we were supposed to do. We have slowed the spread. We have made this all manageable. Our hospital, I talked to people in Norman Hospital, they are 100%, empty beds. They are ready for us if we start getting sick. But you know what? Even if you do get sick, I just turned 40. I'm an old man now. But if my kids get sick, you know how many kids die? Look it up. It's 1% of all, less than 1%. And why is this important? Our schools are about to start back up. We have sports going on. You want to be a kid that already has no fun playing baseball and in 10-degree weather here and then tell them they have to have a mask, well, they can tip their hat to that because that's all they get to do out there. Okay? They don't get to shake hands. They don't get a fist bump. They get to tip their hats. I've seen the performance out there. It's, you can tell that they're not having any fun. We're not going to have any fun. And even if it wasn't about that, if it was only about protecting, we've already done our part. I'll tell you what, if you want me to wear a mask, then set some goals. Because right now, we've had 0 people die in Oklahoma since June 9th. Or not in Oklahoma, I'm sorry, in Cleveland County since June 9th. 0 people. So is our goal to have no deaths? Congratulations, we've done it, we're there. Is our goal to make sure we're ready at the hospital for when people do start getting sick? Because cases are going up, but you know, we're not going to the hospital because you're like me, you're young, you take care of yourself. You know, give me some aspirin and some Tylenol and some chicken soup and we're good. We don't die. Our kids, they don't die. So that's why I'm against the mask. And if it comes down to it where, you know, you're going to re-educate me, beat me, kill me for not wearing a mask, makes a lot of sense. But if you're going to do that to me, then I'll go get into my bunker and just tell me how many Cheerios that I need to pack. Okay? Because I'll do my part. I'll stay away from the rest of you. 100%. Tell me how long I got to do it. Is it, like I said, is it when the news says we've cured COVID? Is it when there's a Bill Gates back to vaccine available? That sounds fun. Think there's man. Yeah, okay. So that's about all I have. Went a little over 10 minutes, but you know what? You guys deserve at least 10 minutes of common sense. And so I am very, very happy to have provided that. Again, happy birthday, America. Go out, blow some stuff up. I'm an old artillery officer, okay? I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun tonight. And then sadly, I'm gonna leave the city of Norman because they will not be celebrating our independence here. They will not. So I'm gonna go with my family to Lake Murray. We're gonna watch an amazing fireworks show over the lake, have a little mini vacation. And I'll be back Wednesday after our city council meeting. And hopefully I get I don't get to say I told you so, but I don't know. I guess time will tell. But in the meantime, have an amazing weekend. And if you think any of this makes sense at all, hit the like button, hit the share button. I mean, you know, I do all this for free, 100% free. I try to have good information. So, I mean, gotta GoFundMe. It's at my newsletter, which you can, you know, email me, whatever you need. So, but until next time, happy birthday, America, and have an amazing weekend.